Osei Kufuor, I'm back at y'all again. Today I'm coming to talk about certain things dealing with the biochemical structure of certain people and beings that's here, that on this earth, so-called earth realm. Now, a lot of women, and so-called black women in particular, when you go into the medical facilities and you're pregnant, be careful when they're doing spinal taps on you, because your spine has certain energy centers in them that can only be picked up by spiritual things that they use at the top, passing these hospitals. So when they take your blood and doing spinal taps, they can send it off to facilities of scientists that you never hear about in these secret facilities, mainly military facilities. A lot of y'all don't know that your blood and most of your DNA and tissue is being sent to military jurisdictions, because they can manipulate your DNA from these military facilities. Now, the reason why I say watch for the spinal taps is because the energy centers, they know how to manipulate them during certain blood moons, full moons, and planetary shifts. They can manipulate them. And your spine identifies your gift, the gift that you're going to bring into this realm that we call the earth realm. It identifies these energy centers. So they can actually see your child before your child comes. And again, the moon is the when you see full moons, that means that souls is being dropped off into this realm. So the moon is actually trying to locate spinals or spines so that they can distribute this energy into these spines. So they tell you at a certain time to come to get spinal taps, right? Because they know how to locate energy at a certain time when your spine is shifting. During birth or during pregnancy, your spine shifts. It starts to move real slowly. It's just like the serpent. This is where the metaphysics of the serpent in Genesis come from. You get what I'm saying? Remember the serpent told them to eat of the, they tried to tell them to eat the apple from the tree of knowledge? Well, it's telling your brain to accept certain things. So when they give you these spinal taps, that's the so-called God that's telling you not to align with the unconscious energy or the unknown energy that's coming in. It's unconscious because it hasn't activated yet, but it becomes conscious at birth. So this is why they take your placenta and your umbilical cord. You get what I'm saying? The whole Genesis story is playing out within the 9 months gestation of your birth, your pregnancy. You get what I'm saying? So be careful when you go into these hospitals, because your spine is very important. Your spine is very important. Now, it's another thing too, and this is for those who know about parallel universes. I'm big on parallel universes. I'm big on reincarnation and things of that nature. I'm gonna give you a good example of parallel universes occurring right now, meaning that you have another you that's existing in the past and the future at this time. The past and the future is going on while you're in the present. And you are, right now, you are taking memory and sending it to the past and future through way of these gates that we call the dream world. So, I'm gonna give you a good example. When you're watching a TV series, right? Or when you watch the stories, the soap operas, remember they'll go from one story, and then the cutoff will go to another story, then they come back to that same story? That's a parallel universe that's happening right now. So right now, as I'm here speaking, I could be in a parallel universe at home sleeping or at the gym working out. You get what I'm saying? Or I can go and have a car accident here, but in another realm, I could be born, you get what I'm saying? From a person who was in a car accident that I had here. Think about what I'm saying. Everything interconnects with each other. You know what I mean? Everything interconnects with each other. Now, another thing too, when we are studying the biochemical structure of beings here, we have beings here that can actually jump from body to body by way of the initiation of what we call sex. Sex is a ritual. What we call sex is a ritual. It's more spiritual. It's a science. Sex is not an activity. So if you stress upon having this activity that we call sex, what you are doing is you are conjuring up a negative energy to be put into the womb. So you have to be careful how you treat the one that you are with when you have a sex, because your mind is brain fluid. It's going to go into the fetus and it's going to create a clone of you. It might not be the exact person that you are, but it's going to be a person that reenacts everything, whether it shows it physically or mentally. So right now I'm thinking things that my mother never thought that was in her memory. But because she didn't think the things that I'm thinking that was in her memory, I brought it into fruition. You get what I'm saying? She might have had some type of virus, right? But it didn't initiate in her DNA, but she passed it down to me, and I was the one that picked up that virus. So it's just like, you know, when they say, when you go get checked up, they tell you, well, do diabetes run in your family? Do high blood pressure run in your family? That's a physical thing. But there's other things too that follow you, which is spiritual, not just some diabetes and high blood pressure. You have karma that follows you, which is a virus. And then you might wake up one day and some stuff might be happening. You be like, man, I've been doing good, but all this stuff coming to me. That's because of something that followed you spiritually through your DNA from a part of you that existed somewhere else before you got here. You don't know what you did upon coming here because you can only pick up certain things through your memory by way of deja vu. You get what I'm saying? So this is why this is when you're looking at series, this is a clear example in the physical world of how parallel universes identify themselves. Because again, you may be feeling something right now that's going on somewhere else and it's affecting you here. Everything you do affects you. It's like the snake that ate his tail. You get what I'm saying? You're going to replay this life again. You might not have conscious of you doing it again, but at the same time, another you that exists inside of you right now, because we have many universes inside of us right now. This beyond quantum physics and metaphysics. We have many universes that's in our DNA with memory of other people. So not only do your daydream download it to you to go into your child to live out that daydream, but your daydream that you are having downloads it to you to follow you into a next life. So you might daydream. So watch how you daydream. If somebody do you dirty here, I'm going to give you a good example. When somebody do you dirty, you be like, man, I'm going to kill that nigga, man. I'm going to kill that nigga. All right, you might not do it here, but that memory is downloading. You get what I'm saying? So in the next life, you might actually kill somebody. You get what I'm saying? So just give you something to think about. Is there any other questions, babe, before I go?
No, not right.
All right, well, I love you. Osei Kufuor, I will be doing a Q&A in Centennial Park, downtown Atlanta. It's going to be sometime in August. So if you live near Atlanta, I'll be doing Q&A based upon quantum physics, metaphysics, the different biochemical structures of the universe, because we see the universe as a big piece of dark matter, but it's more than that. You get what I'm saying? You breathing in memory right now of certain things. You get what I'm saying? So Osei Kufuor, Black Science TV 111, I'm out. Peace.